taking flight. It is the St. Louis Cardinals and the building of baseball's best franchise. Now, a lot of time, Rob, you've written books, and when we see books, it's always kind of the same thing. It's about Stan Musial and Bob Gibson and Brock and stories about the great Cardinals in the past. You went a different way about this. How did the idea come about? And tell us what you did.
Yeah, it's a book I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it delves into the Cardinal organization, mostly on the minor league level. You know, the player development people, the scouts, and spent some time last year with a couple of scouts in the organization, kind of following them around and what they did, and just kind of tell us the story of, to me, what makes the Cardinals different, why they were so successful in recent years, why they are, to my mind, the best franchise in baseball. And I think it starts with a lot of people that may never step foot in St. Louis. It steps foot with a guy like Steve Turco, who manages the Gulf Coast League team in Jupiter, with guys like Mike Schilt in Memphis, with the scouts like Dirk Kennedy, Brian Hopkins, even with the front office people here in town that a lot of people might not know. You know, Matt Slater, Mike Gersh, John Gooch, guys that have been in this organization a long time, who really kind of are the guys that get the players that come to St. Louis and make this team successful.
Many of the names the readers won't know until they read the neat stories. One they will. That's John Mozeliak. And you start out the book really after Whitey's Forward. Talking about John, I didn't know that he threw batting practice in the Colorado organization.
Yeah, you know, everybody's got a story. And you know, all the years that you've spent in the business, you know that as well as I do. It was fun to get them to tell their stories and to get the stories that maybe people don't know. And that was one thing about John, was that, you know, the fact that how he got his start in baseball is because he happened to throw left-handed. The year that the Rockies started, he was in Colorado. One of the guys who was working in the front office for the Rockies had been John's American Legion coach in high school outside of Denver and Boulder. John threw left-handed. He called him up and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He just graduated from Colorado, really didn't have a job yet. So there it was.
When did you come?
This book in particular. I would say probably 3 or 4 years ago. Just, you know, the more people, you know, it's got a lot of references to George Kitzel, who obviously has been going for a few years now, but, you know, the lessons that he taught and the people that he taught, you know, even a guy like Mark John, who's the Cardinals field coordinator now, spent a long time in his career with working with George. So George comes alive a little bit in the book and tells some of his stories and kind of his philosophies and his you know, mantras, if you will, about how to run an organization that the Cardinals still follow to this day.
The Cardinal way.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And sometimes that can backfire. It did last year when the Cardinals had a little trouble with Houston Astros. Most of the Cardinal way is, I think,
I don't think the Cardinal way called for hacking into somebody else's computers.
No, I don't think they did that. You just really got a car and went, didn't you?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time roaming through the minor league system, as I say, with you know, luckily Peoria and Springfield pretty close, Memphis pretty close. Also went down to Jupiter for a while, with some of the kids at that level, at the Palm Beach level, and then, as I say, with some of the scouts as well, to kind of see what they did on a daily basis and how they you know, kind of were, in my mind, the area scouts, especially the backbone of the organization, because, you know, with a lot of now international guys that the Cardinals are picking up and signing, but, you know, basically they build this team through the draft every year, and that's, you know, the area scouts kind of go find those guys and say, this guy's a good guy, this guy's the guy we should pick. And
one of the chapters is on a young Cuban shortstop who now is in the big league because of introduced to Peralta and Tejada. I always mispronounce his first name. Levis? Tell us a little bit about it.
Now, obviously, defected from Cuba, an interesting story. He was playing in the Netherlands with this team, and you know, decided that he wanted to play baseball in the States. The thing that held him back was there was a controversy about his birthday, and I guess what happened was that they got numbers transposed. Instead of being, you know, 1/8/80 or 90 or whatever the year was, it came out to be the month of the year were reversed, because I guess sometimes internationally they switch those. You know, the day is first and not the month. So he ended up getting a penalty where he had to sit out a year before he could sign with the Major League Baseball team. So he had to spend that 18 months in Mexico not playing baseball. I mean, not playing organized baseball at all. And I really think that's what kind of held him back a little bit. Then he hurt his shoulder his first year at Springfield. And I think now he's become the player that really the Cardinals and the people that watched him play and scouted him all those years when he was in the Cuban national team thought he would be.
As you got into the nuts.
Yeah, let's just say, I mean, I think that the one thing, there's 29 different chapters in the book about different people in the organization that kind of tells their story. And I think every one of them, to me, is an interesting story and really good guy and an easy guy to root for. And that's I kind of want to find different outs rated as the top prospect organizations in the book. But there's also some guys who may never play in the big leagues, but to me, they're still obviously a very key component in the organization, because you can't just have the prospects on teams. You have to have 25 guys playing on a minor league team.
Maybe 20. Where do we get this book?
Barnes & Noble has it. All the other area bookstores. We'll be doing a book signing coming up in June at Left Bank, so we'll have all the publicity out on the site.
Rob Rain, we're back to close after this on Sunday.